Final 2 minutes here in Cincinnati. Good part of the crowd is headed to the parking lot. Bengals looking for some late game magic. Low catch by Brown. Wisely trying to get himself out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. 1:53. So the only hope here obviously is a touchdown and then a recovered onside kick, because Cincinnati does not have any timeouts left. So if Chicago gets it back, Arch, they would not need a first down. Zach Taylor looking for some magic down on that sheet. Joe Flacco, nearly 360 passing yards and a couple of touchdowns. What does he have left? Looking right, Josivach. Flacco threads the needle. Josivach, again, heady play, gets out of bounds. They pick up 19, 147 left.
Well, listen, going down the field like this, they are making it interesting. Their ability to get out of bounds and be able to stop the clock and still have 1:40 seconds left on the clock. Now, there's a lot of stuff that has to happen. But right now, if you're Chicago, don't try to be a hero and play the ball. Just tackle the runner in bounds. That's going to help you win.
Flacco to the end zone. It's Fant for the touchdown. So the Bengals not going quietly.
And this is
23-yard pass.
This is incredible. If you're the Bears on defense, Fant's just going right up the seam. Brisker is the safety on that side. He gets outside the numbers.
That's what we saw last week with the Jets. You're going to go for two. You basically have two chances at it. So Zach Taylor says, let's go for the 2-point try right here.
If you get the 2 points now, then you can win it. If you don't, you still have an opportunity to tie if you get another touchdown.
Flacco, end zone. It is caught. Higgins. Joe Cool leads them down the field. A quick strike that they were hoping for. 2-point try makes it a 6-point game. And we still got 1:43 left.
The fact that they were able to score in this type of a situation in about 30 seconds with no timeout, to me, is incredible. But it all means you got to get the onside kick. We know the chances of picking up the onside kick aren't great, although we did the Arizona Cardinal game, and Carolina was able to actually get their onside kick. They didn't end up winning the football game, but we have seen that this season. But if the Bengals do recover, there's nothing that tells me that with 1:40 left that they can't go down the field and score just as easy.
And Archie, it has not been a good special teams day for the Bears. Started right from the jump, that nearly 100-yard kickoff return by Charlie Jones. Multiple special teams penalties on the Bears. And they need one more big play right here to end it. Otherwise,
Spiro,
it'll be Flacco with a chance to win.
Joe Flacco has thrown for 398 yards in this game. 398 yards, 35 points, and the Bengals are in great danger of losing.
Just incredible. Second straight week. Third straight week that they've scored 30-plus. We know how it ended against the Jets last week. Just a crushing finish. McPherson lines up, looking for the bounce. Football live. Who's got it?
I don't think it went 10 yards.
Did it go 10?
No, it didn't go 10 yards.
Didn't believe that it went at first blush.
The ball died, and unless the Bears touch it first.
Right, that is the only hope here for the Bengals. Officials, first of all, trying to get to the bottom of the pile to see who's got the football. Has to go 10 unless it's hit by a Chicago Bear before. Cincy is saying they've got it, and they do. Unbelievable.
No way. I think
Blake Blakeman says Bengals ball.
I think Daniel Hardy, it might have hit Daniel Hardy, number 92.
Let's quickly bring in Gene's territory. Gene, take us through.
I'm looking at Daniel Hardy's right toe as well, right there. I think he is first to touch right at that point, even though the ball's gone 9 yards. Live football at that point. You take a look here, watch the right toe. Daniel Hardy left foot. I'm sorry, there's a left foot graze right there on the football.
This is unreal. Taj Brooks, Oren Books were two of the Bengals in the vicinity.
And the ball didn't even go 10 yards. You know, Hardy's trying to make a block. There's chaos. And right now, the legend of Joe Flacco can be at an all-time high with 1:40 left.
It was Oren Burks with the recovery. Low pass, and it's incomplete.
But did he take
Chase Brown?
Boy, that was close.
Didn't appear to have enough control. So it's deemed an incompletion. Boy, that's the second drop. Not an easy catch there. But Brown talking to himself. 1:37 left. And the Bengals out of timeouts.
Yep, never had any control.
Joe Flacco, the 40-year-old gray-beard quarterback, playing with the AC joint sprain in his right shoulder. Was a question mark the first part of the week. We heard the report from Aditi at the top. He got through a workout on Thursday. Pain injection this morning. What does he have left up his sleeve? He fires and completes. Higgins inside Bears territory. 90 seconds.
Yeah, and they'll most likely run a play here. Flacco's got the experience. No need to spike the football. Run a play right here.
Bears rush 4. Flacco going for it. Higgins with another all-world snatch. Jaquan Brisker with a punishing hit. And Higgins is still down. Boy, it was the follow-through with all of Brisker's weight coming down on the upper part of Higgins' torso. What a catch in this kind of moment, Arch, with the money on the table.
Defense number 92. That penalty's declined. Is over the play is a first down.
So the defensive penalty obviously declined by Zach Taylor. I mean, this is just incredible.
I don't
Higgins,
know.
meantime, gingerly walks to the sideline, and that's a potentially big loss here for the Bengals.
Oh, that's a massive loss because Higgins has been incredible. Contested catches.
Chicago is not charged with a timeout. However, in this case, because we have an injured player for Cincinnati, we will charge them with their 5th timeout.
So that would have been a 10-second runoff, but because of the defensive penalty, there is no runoff. So 71 seconds left. 1st and 10 Cincinnati. They got the football now marked down at the Chicago 22.
Sparrow, how many, I keep attacking these safeties. How many times, they're keeping their safeties back. How many big plays? In their last drive, Flacco went down the field and scored in about 30-35 seconds. And now right now with 1:11 on the 22-yard line. Incredible.
Flacco from the gun on 1st and 10. Over the middle, it's Brown. Brown's got a first down. Look out. He goes head over heels. There's another marker thrown right in the vicinity of where Brown went out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 on the catch and run.
They might get Nashawn Wright for illegal contact. And if they do, that is devastating.
Illegal use of hands to the face. Defense number 26. The penalty's declined. His over play is a first down.
Boy, the walls are caving in on the Chicago Bears. Acrobatics from Brown. And this Bears defense holding on for dear life.
This secondary is in shambles right now.
1st and goal run here. It's Brown. Going to lose yardage. Kevin Byard among the tacklers. 58 seconds left. Chicago is going to take a timeout. Remember, Cincinnati is out of timeouts.
But that's a good play from Zach Taylor, because right now you figure with just about a minute left in the game and where your field position is, knowing you're going to throw the football, you don't want to leave Chicago now with time so they can go down the field with timeouts if you do score and be able to get field goal position. So right now, yes, you're trying to score, but inside the 10-yard line, you got to try and find a way to score and take as long as you possibly can so Caleb Williams and that offense doesn't have time to go down the field.
Just remarkable career passing day for the 40-year-old Joe Flacco playing with a bum arm. Second and goal. Flacco, end zone, touchdown! Vosh! Joe Flacco bringing the Bengals back from the dead, and we are tied. Improbable.
Sparrow, I've seen bad I don't think I've ever seen a defensive collapse in 2 minutes like I just saw from the Bears defense.
Gotta hit the extra point right here. McPherson, operation sound, and the Bengals, a week after their meltdown defensively against the Jets last week, up a point, but there's still 54 seconds.
I mean, what else can you say? The Bears are in shambles. This looks like cover two. And if it was cover two, Noah Sewell is the linebacker responsible for running the middle of the field. It looked like both corners played in the flat. Again, you don't know what the call is, but somehow, some way, Vosh atoning for that gaffe. And Flacco, 44 passes today. He's dropped back with a sprained AC joint, 457 yards, and a legendary 2 minutes.
Joe Flacco, Iceman, 15 points in 49 seconds.
You're my boy, Blue.
And Arch, just when there wasn't enough craziness, this one is far from over. Bears still have a timeout. We know how bad the Bengals defense has been.
Do you have any confidence right now, if you're Zach Taylor, do you have any confidence in your defense whatsoever? I mean, that's really the question. Now, the good news is you haven't been able to stop the run all game. You're going to have to stop Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, and DJ Moore.
This is Blackwell trying to get him good starting position, just shy of the 30. And here comes Caleb Williams. Boy, what a disastrous loss this would be for the Bears. As Williams trots out, down a point. And how about this? Since the start of last season, look how many of these games that the Bengals have lost. By far more than any other team, 30-plus points. And this defense, again, under the microscope right here.
Well, these are the moments right now that you dream about if you're Caleb Williams. We've seen him in this situation a few weeks ago in the Raiders game where he got them in position. But right now, it's all up to him.
Bengals rush 4. Pocket collapses. Williams buying time. Fires incomplete. Looking for Loveland. Excellent coverage. Josh Newton was there for the Bengals. So you need about 35 yards to get into the range of Cairo Santos. 42 seconds.
And because you have the timeout, now you can attack the middle of the field, but you can only attack the middle of the field if you can get a big chunk play. I mean, you have to get some major yardage, because with 42 seconds left, after you burn the timeout, then you're running out of time to be able to get your scramble field goal unit on the field.
Williams steps up in the pocket. Williams running for his life, batted down and incomplete. Again, the coverage down the field sound, and that enabled the rushers to get to Williams' Osai, applying the heat.
Yeah, the Bengals did a great job defending the sideline and understanding the situation. Now, Williams did have a check down, but then at that point, again, knowing that you're going to have to get in a field goal position with only one timeout really limits your options. But you've got to make a play down the field. You've got to be able to get some sort of chunk play, 20, 25 yards, if you want any chance of trying to win this football game.
On 3rd and 10, Williams again under duress. Williams gonna run for it across the 40, gets close to midfield. 23 seconds. That'll be a first down run for Williams of 14. So Ben Johnson takes his final timeout right here as Santos continues to get that right leg warmed up.
25.
Caleb Williams, the desperation to keep his Bears team alive here in Cincinnati. Well, you thought this game was at hand if you're a Bears fan. Late stages of the fourth quarter, this place was dead. Half of the stadium headed for the parking lots.
Sparrow, if you're Cincinnati, you've got to defend about 15 to 20 yards right now. And if you're the Bears, you can take a shot and get it to the sideline. If the ball is in bounds, then you're going to have to get your field goal unit on the field. I wouldn't think you have enough time to run more than 2 plays and get your field goal unit on the field if this ball is completed or the clock is running.
Williams slings it. Williams! Loveland bangs off his man! He's gonna score! Colston Loveland in a jaw-dropper! 58 yards on the catch and run from the rookie! It was Jordan Battle who missed the tackle, and another meltdown by the Cincinnati defense. This is one of the craziest games we have seen in the NFL in recent memory. Unreal.
You have got to be absolutely kidding me right now. I mean, what a drill shot for Caleb Williams to hit his rookie tight end in the game's biggest moment, and all he does is rumble the rest of the way for a touchdown. I don't think I've seen anything like this. The defense on both sides of the ball, just incredible.
Bears go for 2 here to make it a 7-point game. I don't think any lead is safe. 17 seconds. Remember, Cole Kmet lost in this game to a concussion, so Loveland, you knew, had to step up into the breach, and he has his second touchdown catch. Williams fires, end zone, incomplete, so it'll stay at a 5-point differential. Arch, what in the world happened on this play for the Bengals?
I mean, you got both safeties deep. Battle, knowing what the situation is. Battle is super deep, and then he just doesn't wrap up. He just tries to go in there, put a shoulder on him, but in my mind, in that situation, he is playing too deep, so he can't close on the football. I love what Williams did. Boy, when he had to make a play, he had a big-time scramble on the play before to set him up, and knowing that time was running out, that you had to take a shot downfield, just rips a seam right down to his tight end, and Loveland does the rest.
I mean, it's just amazing. 8 lead changes. That just about tells the story here in Cincinnati. Just the agony from this fan base over the inability of this defense to get any stops.
If you're Chicago, you got to kick this into the end zone. You cannot give the Bengals, who've already returned a kick in this game, the opening kickoff. You cannot give him an option to return this football.
Charlie Jones took the game-opening kick, 99 yards. And that's what they do. They boot it into the end zone with 17 seconds left. We know under normal circumstances, Joe Flacco, Arch, has a cannon of a right arm. But with that right shoulder, no timeouts. It is desperation time yet again for the Bengals.
Boy, listen, I thought, we did this game, the Bengals game last week against the Jets, and to me that was a demoralizing loss. This one right here, if the Bengals, this is about as demoralizing as it gets.
Keep in mind, T. Higgins not on the field for the Bengals. 15 seconds. Flacco, near side. Believe they're going to rule this incomplete. Nashawn Wright, nearly the pick. Mitchell Tinsley, the intended receiver.
Well, just think about it. You know, you didn't have any timeouts. About 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in the game. Flacco goes down the field. You know you need an onside kick. The odds of getting the onside kick, getting it, going down the field and scoring. But remember, we said you want to leave as little time as possible left for Caleb Williams and the Bears. Williams answers, and here we are with 10 seconds left. This is the game.
Flacco steps up, delivers, gets it to Chase. And that certainly gets you at least in a position for a Hail Mary. 4 seconds. And Arch, why not? What else? What haven't we seen in this game? 4 seconds. One last gasp for the Bengals.
You know, we saw Aaron Rodgers. We saw Aaron Rodgers a couple weeks ago against the Bengals.
Look, the Bears and their fans know about these Hail Marys.
Yes, don't celebrate too early. I question whether or not, I don't want to question Flacco. Probably doesn't have the arm to get it all the way to the end zone here. So if you're the Bears, no matter what happens, knock the ball down or tackle.
Flacco trying to give his guys a shot. Fires down the field, and it is picked. Nashawn Wright. And the Chicago Bears survive a career day from Joe Flacco in a potentially epic comeback by the Bengals. But in the end, it's the Bears in a thriller, 47-42